Good afternoon. Welcome to the 27th Inspiring Women Awards. I'm Michelle Daniel and I'll be emceeing today. Now, throughout the afternoon, I'm going to be introducing you to our amazing finalists, and I will use that word amazing quite a lot because the stories you're going to hear this afternoon are nothing but amazing. You'll all have a chance to hear firsthand exactly why our nominees are our nominees. I know how important it is to have inspirational women who influence you. I've been in the BBC for 30 years. I know, I don't look old enough. Thanks for that. I thought I'd step in case you didn't. And in that time, I have worked with some amazing, inspirational women. But as we all know, there's still a lot to be done. The Inspiring Women Awards are recognising and shining a light on those women who are making a difference every single day. They give us the opportunity to celebrate how much that we can achieve if only we will take that first step forward. So, let me introduce one of the most important people here today, the founder of the Inspiring Women Awards, Jacqueline Hughes-Lundy.
I find this pretty incredible, actually, that 27 years later, a one-off lunch has turned into this amazing occasion that's been supported by so many people over the years. And I welcome newcomers to this, as well as I welcome Eversheds, who took a table from day one, Deloitte, who have sponsored us for 19 years on the trot. So it's just fantastic to see that you continue to support us. So after many years in this subterranean room of the Midland Hotel, I decided to let the light in and hold this event to celebrate sunshine in Manchester in the sunniest room that we could find. This isn't the only change. We now have two new categories, Here Come the Girls and the Manchester Bee Award. We have new sponsors joining the ranks of Lancashire School of Business and Enterprise, Deloitte, Cheshire Life and Lancashire Life, BBC Radio Manchester, who are broadcasting live from the event today. So today we can also welcome Hall & Brown, the Spa at Carden, Manchester Law Society and the Lowry Hotel. This year, the winners will not only be receiving commemorative glassware and flowers, but thanks to the generosity of the Spa at Carden, they will also be enjoying a pampering day at the new spa, which is opening later this summer. Whilst Michelle has been involved with these awards for many years, she steps into the brogues of Andy Crane and the stilettos of Angela Powers as our MC. Last year, I was invited to the Suffragette City event organised by BBC Radio Manchester and the Royal Exchange, where the winning entries of the Manchester monologues were read out by esteemed actresses, including the very talented Shirley Houston, one of our finalists at the back of the room. So whilst your meals are being served, the monologues and between the interviews, the monologues will be played. And I defy anyone not to identify with the toilet roll episode in Jazz 24. I'll leave it at that. The finalists were all invited to a drinks reception at the Lowry Hotel last week as a chance to meet each other before the big day. For me, it was a fantastic opportunity of spending some time with these remarkable women. Keeping the judging secret, however, was probably the hardest part for me, but I did manage it despite the gin surprise that came a little at the end, but again, more of that later. So, to everyone who has helped, donated gifts and prizes, bought a ticket, sponsored the awards, been a winner, a finalist, or a nominee in the past and today, and you're still supporting us, I thank you.
Thank you. I know people are on the edge of the seat and this is the first award. We just want to say Deloitte, as Jackie mentioned, we've been sponsoring these awards for 19 years. It's always one of the days in the year that I look forward to immensely. And we're proud to continue to sponsor. I think we've got 3 finalists, all are worthy winners. I don't know who the winner is, so I've never had to do this before. It's quite exciting. And the winner is Dr. Shilpa Patel.
afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much to Jackie and the team and the Inspiring Women concept. I'm really shocked because I wasn't expecting this. I know it sounds cheesy. I said to everybody, we are all winners because there are some amazing stories and some amazing ladies in the room today. I think no person does it on their own. So I have an amazing table 18 over there, with my family, my friends, my sister, my husband, my son and daughter, my amazing team of managers. You know, many of us will have seen coverage in the media this week about the shortages of doctors and how we need to do something really, really innovative to make our amazing National Health Service survive. And I think we all rely on it. It does a fabulous job, and I'm very proud to be part of it. And I'm very proud that I'm able to help it and to help general practice remain pivotal for a wonderful institution.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hall Brown are really excited to be sponsoring this award. This is our first year of attending and sponsoring these awards, and we couldn't think of a better category for us to be sponsoring. Hall Brown are relatively junior in terms of law firms. We've only been going just for 3 years now, and it was set up 3 years ago by Sam Hall and James Brown, who between the two of them have over 30 years experience as family lawyers. During that time, they'd worked under supervisors, heads of department and managing partners, all of whom had predominantly been women. They therefore have been staggered by the difference between the number of women entering the legal profession versus the number of women actually making it to the top as partners and heads of firms in the world of law. They're therefore very keen to do what they can to recognise the achievement of women and to support women as much as possible. And on the back of that, they're therefore very pleased to be supporting this award.
So growing up where I did, it was almost like I always knew that I was going to be behind everybody else because I didn't have a supporting mum and dad behind me. I didn't even have a mum and dad behind me. They were long gone. When I was in secondary school, my aunties and uncles, I had 10 of them on one side, lots of cousins. They would intermittently stay at my grandma's house, which is where I lived. A lot of them were drug addicts, a lot of them were in and out of prison, on bail. You know, the expectation for me was I was going to be a mother, I was going to be a wife, I was going to get a council house, I was going to be on benefit. And I just had no interest in doing that one bit. My grandma was particularly strict with me. I was about 10 minutes late coming home from college one day, and she'd gone upstairs to get my auntie, who was more than probably going to batter me. And she'd left the house keys in the door. I opened the door and I ran out and never went back. So I was homeless from 17 until 21. When I was 19, I was the victim of a crime. It was serious enough to mean that I had to move 122 miles away from my hometown. So I ended up in Chorlton, in a women's refuge. I felt like everything had just gone back to square one, and I was that 17-year-old girl again who just didn't know what to do. It was really hard. Everything crumbled down, and I was just like this naive girl again who just didn't know what she was doing and couldn't fend for herself and was terrified. I knew that I needed to get out of the refuge in order to kind of start again. And I was looking online for apprenticeships and things, and I saw the apprenticeship for Adil Shah Goddard, and it was paralegal apprenticeship. And I was like, I'm gonna go for it. When I found out that I was successful and that I got the apprenticeship, I was on a bus and I burst into tears. I was in hysterics. And the poor old ladies on that bus just looking at me like, what has happened to this girl? So today, I work in one of the top 15 law firms in the country. I get to come in and work my arse off, and I love it. I get to live my dream. I get to come to my dream job every day. I get to help other people and make an actual difference, and my voice can be heard, and it's so alien and it's so strange, but I love it. I love it.
I think I'm probably the only person who's ever cried at her own story. Yeah, thank you for having me here today. Like I say on the video, it feels completely alien and bizarre, but it's really nice. A few years ago, I used to go to a food bank every 2 weeks on Oxford Road in the city centre of Manchester, and I used to walk past the place that I work in now. It just been built, and I used to look up at the crane and just think, oh, that's crazy how so many people work in there, and I never thought I'd work in there. And I'm proud enough to work for a firm who is mainly women, and bloody hard working women as well. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
We know more about Kat's story than we can share. So if you think it's incredible what you've heard so far, there is so much more depth to that story. And Kat, I have to say, if you're going to change your name, what a great name to adopt. So much better than Smith. Apologies to any Smiths in the audience. So, Kat is the winner of the Inspiring Young Woman Award. And we set up at the same time as introducing that award, the Inspiring Young Woman Foundation. That foundation is supported by the donations that you make today, so I want to thank you in advance for your generosity. But that foundation does two things. It provides a bursary. I won't disclose how much Kat has just received because you might be pestering her for drinks, but it has provided a bursary for her. And this year, I'm delighted to say that we've made our first external donation, which is to the Warrington Youth Club. Details of that project are on page 6 in the programme, and these donations can only be made because of your generosity. So let's just see where your money is being spent.
Before I started attending Girls Group, I was like alone and arguing with my nan and self-harming. I was like not talking to people, I was shy. So home life in school was very difficult. The doctor and the school suggested me to go Girls Group. Staff was really good to me and they helped me so I can talk to them about what I'm feeling. The first couple of sessions for me, like what you are feeling and what the emotions. Then the second part is basically how to like sleep, eat, how to look after yourself and like your well-being. It helped me like not to self-harm and helped me to like sleep much better and giving me the confidence with other people and open up to people because I never opened up to my nan, now I try to open up to her. I go to the gym 3 times a week. I go on a treadmill, I do ab workout, I do a bit of boxing if I'm angry with someone. If I get a job in the future, hopefully I will. I literally can go in the workplace, be more confident, don't shy away from people, and just be myself.
Wow, what amazing finalists for that category. I'm with some amazing ladies actually from Carbon Park Hotel and also the Steve Morgan Foundation, but Jacqueline has very kindly given me the opportunity today to speak to you all about what is going to be a new development in the Northwest, and actually it's something new for the UK. We are building the most incredible spa, but this just isn't any normal spa. This is going to be a world-class spa. And it's got lots of the traditional facilities that you would normally see in a spa, but it's also got an outdoor area. And it's an outdoor area that can be used literally every day of the year. I think we close probably on Christmas Day. I think we do. But it's an outdoor area that, despite the sunshine now, sadly we do get rain, and it's been designed so you've got cosy little pods which are heated, and we've got some amazing, incredible partners, brand partners that are working with us. In your goodie bags today, you will see lots of products, beauty products, nail products, makeup products, and these are partners that we have selected to work with us in creating what is going to be a fantastic spa. Today, you are all winners because you are the first people to hear who we are partnering with, and you all actually get the opportunity to be the first people to get priority access to the spa when it opens. It does say on the brochure summer. I think it's going to be probably early September, but that's the builders. So please do have a look at the flyer in the bags. There's a barcode, scan it, put your details in there, and you will all get the opportunity to be the first to book and come along and enjoy the spa. It's going to be great. It's for everybody. It's for you if you want to relax. It's for you if you want to party with girlfriends. It's for you if you want to come along with your partner, husband, whoever. So please, please do take some time to have a look at it and look at the details. One of our partners is Bollinger, and they are sponsoring the spa. And in your goodie bags, there's a little black plastic thing. It's actually to keep the bubbles in your bottle of fizz. So if anybody's wondering what it is, that's what it is. And there is also another winner before I announce this one. Somebody in your goodie bag has got a red corkscrew, and that lucky winner, lady or man, please let me know who you are, because at the back of the room, you've got an amazing bottle of Bollinger. Please, there is a red corkscrew, I promise. Yay! Wow, how incredible. Bridget, Egan. That's one of the finalists, wow. Enjoy it, Bridget. Anyway, the most important thing is, back to you, amazing finalists. Here come the girls. The winner is... Gosh, I feel like there should be a drum roll. Anita Birchall.
Thank you. I am actually a bit speechless and a bit overwhelmed by this. I feel in lots of ways that I just do what I do because I believe that the people that we work with deserve that they've had the hardest of lives, they've had the toughest of breaks, and the systems are against them time and time and time again. And the women that I see, if they've not had it tough enough, the way the welfare state, the way the help is set up for them actually judges them even more harshly and makes it even worse. And it kind of makes me a bit more angry every day, and it kind of gets me out of bed every morning, and it makes me go out there and fight a bit harder. So it feels a bit a bit strange, really, I suppose, standing here winning this when I'm just doing the fighting and they're the ones that are kind of really having to live it, you know. But I'm really overwhelmed by this. I'm really happy. I look miserable. I'm really actually delighted. And thank you so much.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm absolutely delighted that we are once again supporting the Inspiring Women's Awards. We're very proud of our relationship with Jacqueline. Where is she? She always embarrasses me always embarrasses me whenever I see her. I haven't had too much wine today, so it's good. There are quite a lot of strong links between what we're trying to achieve as a business school and inspiring women. At the business school, we are committed to social, ethical values, nurturing women business leaders of the future, and creating an atmosphere where female staff and our students feel that they can grow and develop, and with the support of people like you and some of the amazing stories that we've heard this afternoon and will continue to hear. We know that there are still many inequalities for women, and we see this as one of the ways that we can address these. There's a substantial pay gap for women that affects families. We know that in some industries, women still have limited opportunities to progress, and they're not always able to fulfill their potential. We have a duty of care to inspire the next generation of women leaders, ensure that they have every opportunity to become skilled in their chosen career path. IRO, that's our Institute for Research into Organisations, Work and Employment, will be holding a one-day symposium on gender, enterprise and well-being. And you've got some of those details on the back of your programme. If you are interested in coming along there, you are invited to that event. Please just drop us a line using the email address. If you'd like to get involved in helping and supporting our business school and the things that we want to achieve, please let me or any of my colleagues here have your business card and we'll contact you separately. Have a fantastic afternoon. I'm looking forward to some more inspirational stories, and please enjoy the rest of the event. Thank you.
Good afternoon. What a colourful, friendly event. My name is Chris Greenelsh and I'm the Chief Exec of I Love Manchester. I've been given the mission impossible task of speaking on behalf of an inspiring woman who's larger than life. I've been given my instructions from Jacqueline and I'm going to read this verbatim, so you'll have to bear with me. I always obey instructions. Say a little bit about yourself and don't drink too much until after you've been on stage, she said. Well, 1 out of 2 isn't bad. My name is Fran Eccles-Beck and I am Chief Executive of Manchester Law Society. I started off as a secretary 31 years ago when I was 11. I was obviously a child prodigy. We are a voluntary membership organisation for lawyers with some 3,800 members in the Greater Manchester area. Having an all-female team and a woman president who, one way or another, inspires me every day, we are delighted to be sponsoring the Inspiring Women Awards. We've been part of what we all know is Britain's first city since 1838 and couldn't think of a better category to sponsor than the Manchester Bee Award. As we all know, the Bee is synonymous with Manchester after the Arena attack. We set up a pro bono advice service for the families of the bereaved and the injured. We are pleased to say that we have helped and continue to do so over 100 families following the atrocious event. Whether battling for the vote, smashing through glass ceilings, Greater Manchester women have made some remarkable achievements. We wanted to be part of the celebration of women who had such an amazing success, who are making a difference and contributing positively to our culture and fabulous city. We are absolutely delighted to have the opportunity to champion and celebrate these inspiring women here today. And in the words of Tony Longfellow Walsh, because this is the place in our hearts, in our homes, because this is the place that's part of our bones, because Greater Manchester gives us such strength from the fact that this is the place we should give something back. Thank you. And the winner is Sally Ann Wilkinson.
I'd just like to say, on behalf of Sally Ann Wilkinson, thank you. Obviously, she was gutted that she, isn't able to be here today, but I know she will be, delighted and really actually very humbled to be recognised through this award. So, thank you.
Just in case some of you wondered why Chris was up here presenting the award, I had a text from Fran at 9 this morning to say that she was really poorly and off to A&E. So I thought, who can present this award in the style in which Fran would want it presenting? And then I thought, yeah, because Chris looks a bit like her. But in case you didn't catch it at the beginning, Chris is the founder and managing director of I Love Manchester, so it seemed an incredibly good fit. So thank you very much for stepping in at the last minute, Chris. Thank you.
Hello everybody, I'm delighted to be here today. It's a pleasure to be in this room full of inspirational women and enlightened men, I have to say. At the Lancashire School of Business and Enterprise, I'm lucky enough to be a director. I love my job because I get to boss people around, but I also get to work with fantastic colleagues, some of who are in the room today. We recognise the importance of enterprise, and we're building enterprise into our curriculum, and we try to develop enterprise skills in all of our students. We recognise that it must take an enormous amount of courage to set up your own business, and the Entrepreneur Award recognises that courage, but also recognises the importance of small businesses to the economy. So, without further ado, I'm very nervous. The winner is Christine Ditchfield.
This has been an amazing journey. I'd like to thank Jacqueline and her team for having a fantastic panel and picking the right winner. Emma, I'm sorry, but good luck. For an ex-Redcoat, I'm really quite nervous. And it's a good job this is here to hold on to. I've got a fantastic team of people on my table, from my stepmom Cherry, my auntie Pat, who's come all the way from Blackpool. I know. My stepdaughter Louise, niece, I'm sorry, this is an Olivia Colman moment. My niece Victoria, friends Anne, Alex and Mandy, Vanessa and Leslie. And last but not least, my wonderful husband, who believed in me enough to back me all the way. And just one final thing, Dad, this is for you.
I'm flipping delighted that I get to do this, because this is my dream job, she says, as the papers fall off. So, the winner of the Community Inspiring Women Award is Sinead Collins.
I really wasn't expecting to win. Thank you so much. You other girls were just so fantastic. I thought, never mind. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you so much. I'm so pleased. Thank you. You know, it means the world to me. You know, I'm not supposed to be in a job like this, in a place like this. You know, it's just something that came very late to me. And I think what I would say to other women is, you know, if you can give a kid a leg up, give them a leg up, you know. I didn't get my first qualification till I was 34. I was still cleaning houses, but I was cleaning for teachers. And I was cleaning for people who'd had an education who bought me a bag for uni and for my access course and a pen and said, I think you'll really like it. The only person who wasn't too chuffed was the husband. However, the beautiful son was over the moon, and he came with me today, so thank you, Mike. But my mother-in-law was a wonderful woman. She was very understated. She was called Betty, and she was invisible, but not to me. And for all of you out there who can help other women, I know you will. And for all of you who've had the leg up, please don't forget. And for all of you out there who are affected by cancer, you know, it's all over the place. Everybody thinks they know what it means. Everybody thinks they know what happens. They don't. I don't, not really. I've just loved people, but I haven't had it. I might do next. Everybody is at risk of this disease. But since I moved from the NHS, I gave up the safe job and the what have you. And I went to Maggie's because of what happened to Maggie Jenks. Have a look on YouTube, Building Hope, Maggie's Centres, and you'll see Maggie there and her husband Charles and what Laura, our chief exec, tried to do and made happen for other people. And all I will say is that since we opened Maggie's Manchester, 44,000 people came to visit in 3 years. So I don't know where they were going before that, but I'm very, very glad that they have Maggie's Manchester. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone. I don't know about you, but I felt like going to the ladies and having a little cry rather than standing up on the stage after that wonderful speech by the previous nominees. We're very pleased to be sponsoring this award because it's got a special place in Jacqueline's heart as well, hasn't it? And you know, this is it's an award for a very special person. You all are very special, but it's you know, it's going to be something. Well, I think. Yeah, we'll roll the VT. But I'd just like to say, we've been sponsors of the award for many years now, and we love it. Partly because we're mostly women who work on the magazine. Well, we're all women who work on the magazine. We've got a couple of advertising guys, but most of us are women, and we love to support women's causes and women's efforts. And sometimes you forget when you're all women working together, there are a lot of women out there who really do face a lot of problems in both their personal and working lives. And I think sometimes we forget that. And I think this is great that these awards, you can really shout about the achievements of women. And I think we should continue to do that. I think it's very important. People think that, oh, you know, we should have a men's award, we should have an equality award and all this kind of sort of thing. But I think women are still struggling a lot of the times. And I think that we should be continuing to celebrate the achievements of women. Thank you very much.
You're going to have to bear with me on this. I'm not going to look up very much because I don't want to get this wrong. The Constance Award is for the inspiring woman who every single day gets on with stuff. She doesn't make a fuss. It's what she does. Now, this doesn't mean Constance isn't a woman to be reckoned with. She's hugely supportive of others and the sort of person that you want on your side, but she will also give you good counsel when you need it. And she doesn't shy away from a bit of tough love when it's called for. Let's be honest, we all need a Constance in our lives. The winner of this year's Constance Award, I hope, has retained a good sense of humour. I know she's had a crack at stand-up comedy for charity, so we'll see if she reprises her performance when she makes her acceptance speech. There's certainly nothing funny about why this woman is being recognised today. She began her career at Deloitte in the mid-80s after graduating from Oxford University with a degree in philosophy, economics, and politics. Before the end of the 90s, she was made a partner. She may have smashed the glass ceiling, but she hasn't pulled the ladder up behind her. She has been instrumental in setting up diversity networks and became the managing partner for talent. In addition to a number of executive posts, our winner has spent more than 3 decades on boards, including as chair. This includes 9 years on her company's global board of directors, 6 years on the UK's board of directors, 6 years on the Confederation of British Industry board of directors. She was also a trustee of Prostate Cancer UK for 4 years, and she's a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants in England and Wales. Next month, she takes up a new role. She will be the first woman to be named Global Chair of Deloitte, a fitting testament to a woman who has been a leading advocate for inclusion with Deloitte. Colleagues and peers of her have said this: she's humble. Even now she talks about imposter syndrome. She's fiercely loyal and supportive. She's a champion for diversity in its broadest sense. She always finds time for a few words of encouragement and maybe even a hug. She has a reputation for forthright public comments. Can't imagine what that's like. Having famously tweeted that the then Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson was a national embarrassment. So goodness only knows what she is going to tweet about being tricked into coming here this afternoon. The winner of this year's Constance Award is Sharon Thorne.
I'm not going to be able to say very much because I am incredibly moved, and Heather's in a lot of trouble. Originally, we started sponsoring these awards 19 years ago, and I used to come in sort of Heather's role, and just it's such an inspiring afternoon, and I'd forgotten how amazing it was, and Heather had said, you know, I know you're going to be coming back to Manchester. If you come back a bit early and join us for a couple of hours, it would be amazing, because there are some fantastic women, as there always are in the story. And that's one of the reasons I was already crying, because of hearing so many amazing stories, and it does inspire you, and you sort of think, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could bottle this and share it with everyone, because we've had the privilege of hearing from some amazing women, and there's all those women out there who aren't hearing these stories. So just, it is very, very important to me to provide a path to other women. And I've done it for many years at Deloitte, and one of the things that I suppose has pushed me on is the idea that if I can get into an even more senior role, and I can inspire more women to think that they can do it, because I have a very normal, humble background. And my father, when I was 16, said, I came home and said, I want to go to university. And he said, well, why would you want to go to university? It's a complete waste of taxpayers' money, because you're going to get married, have children, and give up work. And I was like, one of the things that drove me on was to prove that I wasn't going to give up work, and I would inspire, hopefully, other women to be really successful. So this means an enormous amount. Thank you very much. And I'm sorry that I'm a bit too emotional to talk effectively, but thank you, Jackie.